Learn English through stories.
Surf's Up. Once upon a time, in a picturesque coastal town nestled between lush rolling hills and a shimmering blue sea, there lived a young girl named Laura. Laura's heart swelled with a boundless love for the ocean, a love so deep and profound that it permeated every fiber of her being. It was a love that transcended mere admiration. It was her essence, her passion, her very reason for being. Every day after school, Laura would burst out of the classroom, her backpack bouncing on her shoulders, and sprint towards the beach. The routine was almost a ritual now, and her enthusiasm never waned. There, by the water's edge, she would gaze out at the endless horizon, her eyes tracing the graceful dance of the waves as they ebbed and flowed, relentlessly meeting the shore. Each wave told a unique story, and Laura, the ardent storyteller, would watch with wonder, longing for the day she could become a part of those stories. Her dreams were not like the transient fancies of childhood, they were her North Star, guiding her unwaveringly through the years. Laura dreamed of the day when she would conquer those waves, riding them with the elegance and grace of the seasoned surfers who graced the shoreline. The ocean beckoned to her, and she yearned to answer its call. One warm, sunny morning, with the scent of salt in the air and the sun painting the sky in hues of pink and orange, Laura decided it was finally time to turn her dreams into reality. She sprinted back home, her heart pounding with anticipation, and burst through the door to find her parents. With a smile that could light up the world, she asked, "Can I have a surfboard, please?" Her parents, loving and supportive, shared her enthusiasm for her newfound ambition. They smiled and said, "Of course, Laura. We'll get you one this weekend." Her heart leaped with joy, and she couldn't contain her excitement. The weekend seemed like an eternity away, but Laura knew it would be worth the wait. The long-anticipated weekend finally arrived, and the family set out to visit the local surf shop. Laura's eyes widened in awe as she stood before a colorful array of surfboards, each with its own unique design and personality. After much deliberation and the helpful advice of the shop owner, they settled on a bright blue surfboard that seemed to shimmer like the ocean itself. Laura clung to her new treasure, her grin spreading from ear to ear as if it would never fade. Laura's parents, knowing that the chilly ocean waters could be quite unforgiving, surprised her with a wetsuit to keep her warm while she braved the waves. With her surfboard under one arm and the wetsuit in the other, Laura felt like a true surfer even before she had ridden her first wave. On that sunny day, with the scent of salt in the breeze and the seagulls crying overhead, Laura carried her surfboard down the beach, the fine sand tickling her bare feet. The ocean stretched before her, vast and shimmering, its waves beckoning her with a siren's call. She watched the experienced surfers as they rode the waves with incredible grace, executing breathtaking tricks that seemed like an intricate dance with the ocean itself. Laura knew she had a long way to go, but she was determined to learn. With unwavering determination, she paddled out into the water, lying on her surfboard as she navigated through the incoming waves. The ocean was teeming with life, and the waves were big, seemingly daunting, but Laura was not going to give up. She watched the other surfers, trying to decipher their movements, their rhythms, and their connection to the sea. Time passed, and she patiently observed, soaking in the knowledge from those around her. She felt a deep connection to the ocean, an unspoken understanding of its rhythms and moods. She was starting to sense when the perfect wave would arrive. Finally, one day, she saw it, the wave of her dreams, building on the horizon and gaining momentum as it approached. The time had come to put her observations into action. She remembered the intricate dance of the other surfers, the careful balance they maintained, and the fearless way they rode the waves. Laura was ready. With determination and a racing heart, she paddled her board into position, feeling the surge of the wave lift her up. As the wave lifted her, she summoned all her courage and stood up on the board, her legs quivering with a mix of excitement and trepidation. At first, she wobbled, like a newborn foal learning to walk, but then, with sheer willpower, she found her balance. She was surfing. The sensation of riding the wave was a revelation, an exhilaration like nothing Laura had ever experienced before. The wind whooshed through her hair, and the salty ocean spray kissed her face. She felt as if she were flying, free as a bird soaring through the endless skies. In that moment, Laura couldn't help but shout with joy as she rode that wave, her voice echoing across the water. People on the beach couldn't help but turn their attention to the young surfer conquering the waves. They cheered for her with enthusiasm, their applause mingling with the rhythmic crashing of the waves. Even the other surfers, the experienced masters of the sea, couldn't help but offer a round of applause, recognizing the beginning of a new surfer's journey. As the sun painted the sky with shades of orange and pink, casting a warm, golden glow over the beach, Laura paddled back to shore with a heart filled with happiness and a soul touched by the ocean's magic. She knew she had a lot more to learn, and she was ready for the adventure that awaited her. Surfing was not just a sport, it was a lifelong passion that had found a permanent place in her heart. Laura spent many more days at the beach, tirelessly practicing and honing her skills. With each wave she rode, she grew more confident, more skillful. She made new friends who shared her passion for surfing, and together, they challenged each other to improve, to push the boundaries of what they thought was possible. Sunrises turned into sunsets, and the changing tides marked the rhythm of Laura's life. Her surfing journey became an integral part of her existence, and her connection to the ocean deepened with each passing day. The sea became not just a playground but a trusted companion, a source of inspiration and strength. The young girl who once watched the waves crashing on the shore transformed into a skilled surfer, riding the waves with confidence and grace. Her love for the ocean and surfing would stay with her for the rest of her life, a testament to the idea that dreams can come true when you believe in yourself and never stop trying. Laura knew that as long as she had the ocean and her surfboard, there would always be new adventures waiting for her, each wave telling a new story, and each ride a chapter in her life's incredible journey. The end. Vocabulary words. Coastal, relating to or situated on the coast, which is the area where the land meets the sea. Unwavering, firm and steady, not changing or fluctuating. Emanate, to originate or come forth from a source, typically in the form of a scent, light, or sound. Teeming, abundantly filled or swarming with activity or life. Unrelenting, persisting without any decrease in strength or severity, not giving up. Yearn, to have a strong and persistent desire for something, especially when it seems unattainable. Anticipation, the act of looking forward to or expecting something with excitement and confidence. Deliberation, careful and thorough consideration or discussion before making a decision. Intrinsic, belonging naturally, essential, inherent to the nature of something. Tempest, a violent and turbulent storm with strong winds and rain. Revelation, the act of making something previously unknown or secret known to others, a surprising and enlightening discovery. Exhilaration, a feeling of great joy, excitement, or elation. Ebb, the receding or declining phase, as in the ebb and flow of the tides, to decline or recede, typically referring to the tide. Trepidation, a feeling of fear or anxiety about something that may happen in the future. Intricate, very detailed, complex, or complicated, with many interconnected parts or elements. Mastery, full command or understanding of a subject or skill, often implying great skill or expertise. Resplendent, shining brightly or attractively, characterized by great beauty or brilliance. Unspoken, not expressed in words, understood or implied without being stated explicitly. Endurance, the ability to withstand hardship or adversity, stamina, especially over a prolonged period. Siren, a seductive or alluring woman, often associated with dangerous and irresistible charm. Boundaries, limits or barriers that define the extent or scope of something. Eternal, existing without a beginning or end, lasting forever. Conquer, to overcome, defeat, or gain control over something, often through determined effort. Treacherous, full of danger or hazards, posing a risk or threat. Enthusiasm, intense and eager enjoyment, interest, or approval. Conquering, to achieve victory over or successfully master something challenging or difficult. Rhythmic, marked by regular and repeated patterns or beats, often related to music or movement. Emanating, present participle of emanate, which means to originate or come forth from a source. Intricate, very detailed, complex, or complicated, with many interconnected parts or elements. Revelatory, relating to or involving a revelation, often something surprising or enlightening.